Alright guys, this is just sort of a disclaimer. Um, the following audio is basically like a raw reaction, so just my thoughts said out loud basically. So there's not a lot of cohesion to it. It's a bit rambly at times. So just bear with us. But I hope you enjoy it anyway. Hope you don't get too triggered by it. But yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Cheers. So right off the bat, I think that the Nintendo Switch looks amazing. I think it's brilliant. Some people just calling it another gimmick. Obviously, there is some truth to that. It is Nintendo's thing to be a gimmick. The Wii U sort of didn't live up to the hype, didn't really bring anything new to the table. So that led to people saying that the Wii, which was incredibly successful, was just a fluke. They just got lucky with it. So trying to recreate the whole gimmick, that appeal with trying to innovate isn't going to work anymore, and they've got to, and they should stop basically. Is what I think people are saying anyway. What's the alternative? Is that would be to just create another black box that's trying to compete with PCs. Why? Why do we want that? You know, we have PCs. You know, just sort of. I am a PC gamer. I play on PC. That's not because I believe PCs are better for games. It's just because my PC that I paid about £600 for about 3.5 years ago, so not long before the new generation of consoles came out, is better than a new gen console. It's got better hardware, just slightly better, but it is better still. So anything I'm playing on a console, I can play on a PC. I mean PC as well. And other than maybe playing with some friends that own the console, I see no other motive to buy a console. There's no reason for me to buy it. It's not exactly convenient anymore. You still have to preload. You have to preload games. You have to download patches and day one hot fixes and shit like that. Mandatory installations. So it's not even convenient anymore. It's not like I can just put a disc in and start playing. So the only motivation would be to get a console would be to one, play exclusives, which I think is bullshit, or to play with friends who own the console. I look at the Nintendo Switch, and they are trying to, in my eyes at least, they're trying to bring back the convenience of a console. They're embracing the fact that they are a console. They're not coming out saying they're going to try and compete with the PC market. They're not saying that's their goal. The ultimate goal for consoles is to be just as good as PC. It's bullshit because a PC, there's no limit to what a PC could be. What a PC spec could be. Well, there's obviously limits, but you get what I'm trying to say. You're never going to be able to compete with the best PC. You're always going to have to draw a line. Next generation could cost upwards of £700. You're going to have to draw a line somewhere that you can't go beyond that price range, and you've got to include you've got to develop new software for it. You've got to just the actual casing, the actual box. I can't think of the word. You've got to market it, and then you've got to sell it for £700. You know, and that's with the brand on top of that as well that you're paying for. Yeah, it might look a bit gimmicky. But I don't know. It doesn't. It's not a gimmick to me. It doesn't look like a gimmick to me. What is the gimmick that you can take it with you? I mean, that's what DS is. They do handheld gaming very well. They are the kings of handheld gaming. That is their market. They have got that market cornered. PlayStation didn't even come close to staying in that market with the PSP. It's always been Nintendo with the Game Boy Advance, the Game Boy Advance SP, Nintendo DS, Nintendo DS Lite, the Nintendo DS 3DS. It goes on and on. People buy them consistently. So they're trying to combine both best of both worlds, the handheld and the console. It's not like they're just throwing it together either. They've done research. They've had Nvidia design specific components for this console to work. They haven't just built a PC inside a black box like Sony and Microsoft have done with the PlayStation and the Xbox. They've actually tried to make something new. They've embraced what a console should be, which is fun, accessible, convenient, and hopefully cheap or reasonably priced. I'm expecting it to be around the £350 mark, but £350 I think will be more than reasonable for what it offers. People, I heard people saying that in the trailer the frame rate's low. Like, what are you expecting on the console? You know, there's some next gen games that are just on the PlayStation, which is the more powerful out of the two, out of the Xbox, the PlayStation. There are some games that are only just now starting to run at 60 frames per second at 1080p. We're only just starting to get 1080p. We're talking about getting 4K TVs and that. Some games don't even run at 1080p still. And I see the backlash. I mean, there's been a lot of hype around it. Don't get us wrong. This isn't saying that the Nintendo is getting trashed or anything like that. It's like, oh, it's getting ridiculed. But there is a minority out there that's saying it's just a gimmick. Like, what do you want from them? Do you want them just to make another black box? You know, they're doing something unique. They're doing something fun and cool and creative, and it looks good. It's not like they've just thrown it together. It looks like they've actually put thought into it. Like, to me, the Wii U looks like they took the Wii and they took the DS and thought, we need to make something new here. How about we do this, this, and this? And the people just went, oh yeah, that's cool. Let's sell it. Make loads of money. Move on. Whereas now it's like the Wii, they've innovated, and again, it's like it's not like it's a different controller or anything like the Wii was, where it's using motion control and that. It's just the basic stuff. It's just two thumbsticks and two sets of buttons. That's all it is. It's just a standard controller. But it's integrated well. It's integrated. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But basically, I'm just saying, I don't think it's a gimmick. And if it is a gimmick, why is that a bad thing? You know, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what people were expecting. Were they expecting just another PlayStation or Xbox One? I don't know. But all I'm saying is, I like it. I think it's cool. I can't wait to get one. Hopefully, if it's reasonably priced.